Daleks. Home planet of origin, Skaro. First appearance, the Daleks, 1963, created by Terry Nation. The Daleks are the descendants of a humanoid race known as the Kaleds, which is Daleks spelt backwards. The planet once being the home of two humanoid inhabitants, the Fowls and the Kaleds. The Fowls being light-headed and the Kaleds being dark-headed. Eventually, conflict had broken out between the two species and they fought in a 1,000-year war. A war that lasted for so long that no one knew how it even started. Eventually, the planet was dying in radiation as they fought for so long. Each race taking shelter within their cities. The Fowls found ways to survive the radiation with drugs and medicines, whilst the Kaleds formed a science elite and found a way to create a new form of life. With the radiation mutating them, they then got Davros, a crippled scientist who had mutated even further the DNA extraction of the Kaleds and created the Dalek. Placing them in a metal casing, he made the perfect killing machine, removing all emotions and any feelings, giving them only one purpose: to hate and destroy anything that isn't a Dalek. The Daleks, with their advanced technology, found their ways to spread their wars throughout time and space. Eventually, they met the Doctor at the dawn of their creation, and also formed an enemy out of them. The Daleks had used their power to go out to other worlds and exterminate, believing that they are the superior beings. The Daleks, however, still do have some form of society, such as leaders, them being the Emperor Dalek and the Dalek Supreme. Whenever the Daleks were in great peril, they would resurrect their creator Davros to help them restore the Dalek race. At one point, Davros created his own batch of Daleks by taking dead human bodies and placing them in glass casings of a Dalek shell. However, over time the Daleks have mutated and evolved and advanced their technology to the point where they can use their cells, nano and organic, to convert other non-Dalek species. For a brief time, the Daleks and the Time Lords had a peace treaty, and as a token of as a peace offering, the Time Lords gave the Daleks the Master to do whatever they would please with him, standing him on trial and eventually destroying him. The peace treaty did not last, as the Daleks and the Time Lords became enemies again, and had started the Great Final Time War, a conflict where no race was capable of winning, until the Doctor, the War Doctor, used a weapon called the Moment to lock the Time Lords and the Daleks in the Time War. However, the Emperor Dalek had survived and created a new batch of Daleks from human DNA in the far future. One Dalek soldier had fell through time to the year 2012, where he was imprisoned in a museum and encountered the Ninth Doctor, and when touched by the Doctor's companion Rose, he absorbed her DNA, mutating and experiencing human emotions. Finding this sickening, he ordered Rose to order his destruction. However, the Daleks have always tried to find new ways to survive, and even have developed elite cults, such as the cult of Skaro. The Daleks have always had ways of hating with their lasers, their plungers. Once so feared and so dangerous that the Time Lords even once tasked the Doctor with going back in time and destroying the Daleks and stopping them from ever being created. However, throughout hesitation, he had failed in that task, but had delayed their plans for at least 1,000 years, where they would bide their time. When confronted by a Dalek, expect only one thing: expect to die. These creatures will not hesitate to kill you. Even getting upstairs, you're not safe, as they have developed the ability to hover upstairs and get you. However, you can delay them, or even shoot them in the eye stalk if you have a gun or a weapon that will break through it. But if once blinded and their vision is impaired, they will open their shell, making themselves more vulnerable, as the actual Dalek creature is inside the shell. But of all their emotions that they don't have, there is still a little bit in there. One emotion, fear, at the very mention of their most feared enemy, the oncoming storm, the only survivor of the Time War, the most feared man in the cosmos, the Doctor. With these creatures being so deadly, yet not looking intimidating, do not underestimate these Daleks. I'll give them a scare factor of 9. And there you have it, the monster files on the Daleks. Did you learn anything about these monsters? Let me know down in the comments below. And what's your favourite Dalek story? Feel free to let me know down in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have been Davros the Whovian, and until next time, run for your life.